Before I leave, I have to come back to this. I'm sorry I don't have my iPad. I left it at home. It was on the charger, forgot about it. And I don't know where my Arduino is. I thought I at least have that as a backup in my vehicle, but it's not. But coming back to this vehicle, remember this one I did not have an original charge to come back to because it was removed. But I do see somebody's old retrofit sticker of 800 grams, and so that's what I put into it. Occasionally the electric fan is coming on when it gets hot enough. And what else did I find? Oh, so now it's been about 15 minutes. The vehicle is now sitting at idle, and if you remember from my previous video, when I was keeping it at about 1200 RPMs, what was my temperature? I was 54 degrees at idle while it was sitting in the sun all day at idle. Then I raised the idle, and I think it went down to 46 degrees out the dash. And right now, sitting as it is, I just recorded a temperature, I think of, what was it, 43 degrees as I'm just taking off my tools. I just wanted to come back and look at it one more time. But what I did was I pulled the sensor for the recycle air that's down in this area, because this area is staying cool down at the feet because cool air falls. But you can see we're out here in the sun. It's a black vehicle, black car, black interior, which is as bad as you could get. And I had black pants on, and those suckers were hot in there. But if you look right there at the shining little dot, that my yellow sensor, I have my sensor, and I have the sensor stuck upwards. It's about 9 inches up in the air, kind of like at your shoulder height, or you know, right between your mid arm and shoulder. And I'm taking the temperature right there. And the temperature in that part of the cab right there is 92 degrees. Temperature coming out of the dash is between 42 and 44 degrees out the dash right now. That's the dash air temperature, but it's not able to pull the cabin air temperature. Now, I was picking up cabin air temperature that was going back up under the dash when I stuck my probe up where it recycles. There must be a leak at one of the vents, and it's recycling air underneath the dash, and it's cool because I was picking up like 62 degrees. But when I picked my temperature sensor out and I put it like in the foot area, right down in the foot area there, the temperature raised to 72 to 77 degrees. It went up in that local area down in the footwell where you would stick your feet. But coming back further up here, it's 92 degrees. The temperature really changed. You got a lot of radiant heat. Everywhere you see the black vinyl, the shift knob, the center console, all that black there, that is radiating so much heat off. It's literally raising the radiant heat, and the convection of the air moving over the surface of the heat has risen the area between the two seats to 92 degrees, even though we have 42 to 44 degrees now coming out of the dash, which is very remarkable for this year with a 134 conversion sitting in the sun like that. That's unusually good. All right, I just had to sign off like that and give you a last minute update before I disconnect. And let's see what the suction line temperature. So you can see where my yellow sensor is. It's just about, actually it looks like it's almost scraping the pulley, the belt. And you can see the fan has come on, so I know I've probably hit 220 psi or temperature to activate this switch to engage the fan. And our temperature at the suction line right now is 54 degrees. Come on. It went back up. 59. Now, it's been cycling and going. It was down at, what was it? Oh, 39 degrees. That was the lowest I've seen the suction line temperature. So it's going like this. And I think right now that secondary, the temperature, the high pressure went up. That secondary fan just kicked in, and it's blowing a lot of hot air right on top of my transducer, my thermistor clamps, and it's really heating up. That plastic is probably really hot, and that's throwing that temperature off now. So that's it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Sorry I didn't have my data graph so I can actually show you everything changing over time.